Welcome back to At Home with Shani. As you can see, I have something pretty special in the works and I can't wait to share. So come on in. So if you guessed that I'm hosting Galentine's Day, my very first one ever, you guessed right. And this is not just any Galentine's Day. This Galentine's Day is a mommy-daughter edition. I have done all of this for me and my girls. We're gonna have a girls' night in. We have some crafts set up. We have some desserts. We're gonna make pizza. So yeah, I think I went overboard for just me and my daughters, but it's my very first one. I've never done it before, so I am super excited to get into it. I saw online, I see it all over the place actually, the newspaper trends where they do the newspaper, and I've seen people like painting or drawing. I am not artistic at all. So I did the next best thing and I got some balloons. And I found that when I was blowing up the balloons, they were not staying inflated. And at first I was getting a little annoyed, a little agitated. But once I started looking at it, I was like, you know what? I'm not mad because it looks a little more organic, almost intentional, that they're not blown up perfectly. And I also find that sticking them to the walls and stuff is easier when they're not super inflated. So I did get a little crazy because I don't have just one, I have two. I, for whatever reason, am obsessed with symmetry and things have to look even to me. I don't know why, but it just, for me, for visual, I needed two. So I did two. This, first of all, can we just talk about newspaper for a second? I have not seen a newspaper and I don't know how long. Of course, you know, we're in the time of social media and everything is digital. So I'm getting my news and stuff online. So when I see newspaper, I'm not thinking like, oh my goodness, I actually have to find newspaper. And where I come from, a newspaper used to be 50 cents during the week and maybe $1.50 on the weekend, depending on, you know, what newspaper you were buying. Newspapers now are, oh my goodness, they range, for the newspapers I got, $3 all the way up to $5. I could not believe it. And you get like maybe 30 something pages. Oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, I'm done with that. But here we go. So I got the newspapers and these are actually like yesterday's newspapers. It was not as hard as I thought it would be. Of course, like I said, symmetry is something that I have a problem with. So that kind of did it for me. I had to also make sure that I didn't see any color because newspaper to me is black and white. I do notice now there are a lot of colorful ads and things in the newspaper. So that was a little challenging. But other than that, this was super easy to do. I just used some painter's tape, some green painter's tape to stick it on. So that way when I pull it off, it's not damaging my wall. So this right here, whoever came up with this, kudos, because this is very smart and you can use this, you can do it for anything else. It doesn't just have to be for Valentine's Day. It could be birthday, it could be a photo shoot, whatever you want. This right here, I love. Also, my bench, anyone who has been following me, you know that I keep pillows on my bench. Like this is kind of like a hangout for us. So I took the opportunity to just swap out some of the pillow covers and, you know, bring it up to Valentine's Day. These pillow covers are from Amazon. I will link them in the description for anyone who's interested. These are super, super cute pillowcases. And believe it or not, the cover on the bench it's a tablecloth. It's one of those vinyl table covers with like the felt on the back. At first I was thinking I was gonna need to buy fabric to change, well, not to change, but to cover so that it will kind of flow. But then I saw the table cover and I was like, oh, this is a good idea. And it was only a few dollars. Got it from Hobby Lobby. So I'm super pumped about that. Now we haven't sat on it yet. And I'm pretty sure once we get things going, it's going to be a mess, but it's okay. I don't care. Right now, it looks beautiful, and that's really all I was looking for. Also here, my table covers. This is a backdrop cover, or not a backdrop cover, but it's a backdrop, and that is also something that I saw online. People using these for table covers opposed to your traditional table covers. I like it not only because it gives visual interest, but one of my pet peeves are wrinkles in a tablecloth. I cannot stand it. If I'm going to do a traditional tablecloth, I have to iron it first, or I need a spandex table cover. But this right here is a good option because these are wrinkle free. I have used things like this in the past, but as you know, for their intended purpose, which is for backdrop. So I decided to try this, and I have to say, I'm super pleased with how this looks. It's giving romance and drama without doing too much. Again, it's just me and my daughters. I didn't want to get too dramatic, too over the top, like not so fancy or formal is the word that I'm looking for. I didn't want to get too formal with everything because it's girls' night, and you know, this night is intended for us to have fun, bond, and really just enjoy ourselves. I have here, this is a plastic placemat. I was going back and forth with, first of all, how I was going to set the table. In my mind, I'm thinking formal. You know, I have to do how I usually do things. Just, you know, make sure I have a plate, a salad plate, utensils, the proper drinkware and napkins. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Like I just finished saying, this is just for me and the girls. So we don't have to get super technical with everything. This is just for us to have fun. I still wanted it to look pretty and look beautiful for them. So of course, I'm gonna at least set the table. So yeah, this is plastic, also from Amazon. This is so cute, so pretty. I will link. We have paper napkins, okay? Because like I said, I want to have fun tonight. I don't want to fuss over the small details. Yes, fuss over these things, but not so much, you know, how we're gonna set the table and how it's gonna look. So yeah, I'm glad that I decided on that. These are so cute. This is from Hobby Lobby. Now, I showed up to the party a little bit late, so of course, by the time I went looking for things for Galentine's, most things are sold out. You can't find sets of anything. But right here, I found a little hack. This is a part of their spring line. Hobby Lobby, there's no more Valentine's Day decor. If you find anything, you're super lucky. However, like I said, this is a part of their spring collection, and it still works for Valentine's or Galentine's. Our theme in here, I mean, as you can see, we're doing hearts and bows. I did see that is another trend online, and I think it's super cute. And you can pretty much use it for anything. So they have these out now. This is a part of their spring. I was able to grab these, as well as I was able to get some dinner plates too. And there are an abundance of these because they are, they're just bringing them out. I did find 4 of these. So I'm super excited about that. These are so cute. We're going to be making pizza tonight. The little rolled up, something else I saw, rolled up in a, it's like a pizza rolls. So perfect for this. And then we'll probably do some wings. So finger foods tonight, so not a big fuss. Also, these are acrylic, also from Hobby Lobby, a part of that same line. Bows, like I said, I went looking and I don't know what I was thinking, waiting till the last minute, but I did, you know, come up on some good things. Same thing for the centerpieces. Usually I am going crazy over what type of centerpiece I want to do for any type of event or occasion that I'm doing. I didn't know what I was going to do. At first, I was just like, I'll just throw some candles up there. And then I'm like, again, it's just me and the girls. I want it to be fun, not too complicated or over the top. So I found these in Hobby Lobby. This was something that was left for me. And you get 2 in a pack and easy. It took me less than 30 seconds to snap them together, and beautiful. The quality of them is great. I can pull them apart and store them, flatten them, store them, and have them again for next year. So I'm super happy about that. I got some ribbon. Anyone who has seen my last video, you saw how I discovered putting things on the chandeliers. And I feel like now every opportunity that I have to decorate my chandelier, I'm going to do it. And this time is no different. I got this ribbon off of Amazon, and it took me less than a minute to, because I wasn't trying to be perfect, to tie this ribbon on here. And the drama is so pretty. It's so pretty. I think I might have went a little bit overboard. However, I don't care because I'm so excited. And I think my girls are a little bit excited too. They're trying to contain themselves, but I think that they are excited about tonight. Yeah, as they should be. We have some of our crafts. We're going to do some bracelet making, and we're going to do some charms for our lip gloss. My daughter, my oldest, she is my artistic one. She can draw, and she can also do henna. So we're going to do henna tonight too, and I think that's what I'm most excited about, is getting some henna done. So I can't wait for that. My mom was not able to be here for mommy daughter night. She has something else she had to do. However, she did make sure that she got her girls a gift, and I'm super grateful for that. I'm a little old school. My kids have a camera, and I like sometimes to see things like, you know, in print. So my daughter, she has a camera. She's going to take some photos. I found some film for this where it has like the heart border. So can't wait for that. Can't wait to see how those come out. So we just have some goodies and some snacks. We have a cake and some cupcakes. I have some finger foods out. Like I said, we are going to do pizza. We do have some wings, and we're going to do some specialty drinks. But again, I'm just so excited for tonight, and I wanted to just stop in and just say, yeah, Galentine's. This right here is so exciting. I've never been invited to Galentine's before. I really didn't even know what it was until I said, let me see, what is Galentine's? And then so I looked it up, and I see it's mostly like girls and their girlfriends. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then I'm like, wait, I have 3 girlfriends. My daughters. I said, so I think that would be so cool for us to do it, a way for us to spend time together and, you know, do things and have fun. And then we have a theme. I love a theme. So yeah, so I have to now go and get ready. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being at home with me.